Howdy everybody! They just released the Warbringer's Azshara episodes. First premiered at Gamescom and now like a minute later live on YouTube. And I know a lot of you really like these reaction videos, so I'm going to take a look. If I feel like I've got enough to say, then we'll have a new reaction video. If not, we won't. Let's find out what it's about. First, initial reactions. The moment they announced it, I'm really looking forward to seeing a transformation. If that's going to be in here, then I'll be golden. Lovely capital. Oh snap, okay. Is that a fish flop? It's a fish flopping.
Let go. Let go. No! I am queen. This is the empire I built. It is over.
Okay. The fish started talking to Queen Azshara, and the sundering just took place. Well of Eternity imploded, she shielded up, and now her people are drowning. But from the darkness, voices started whispering to her. There is a way. You will be something more. And when the time is right, you will serve us well.
People.
My queen, we loved you. You betrayed us.
This is my fault. No. 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 This was not the deal I made.
Deal? I like deals.
Who are you?
On Samdi.
Show yourself. At once.
For 1,000 years, bound beneath these waves, I have watched you. I have tasted your essence.
It tastes sweet.
You.
Ha!
It won't be long now.
The fish know all the secrets.
Your death is near. Only I can sustain you. Let go. Serve me.
You? You are nothing.
Nothing.
I am a god! Before you walked this land, I ruled.
Magnificent.
Serve me, and we will rebuild my empire.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
No! You there! You will die!
A queen! Not a slave. You've watched me for 1,000 years. So you know what I want.
Wow.
Take my people. With them, I will raise an army, conquer your enemies, build an empire as queen. Or let me die, and you will remain here, a prisoner. The god of nothing.
Wow. The balls in Azshara, though. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say my old god's complete?
Arise, Azshara. Arise, my queen.
Wow. Dope. Very cool. Okay. Let me quickly get my thoughts on this. Okay, so the Azshara short is all about how did Queen Azshara become Queen Azshara as we know her today. For those unaware, once upon a time, Azshara was a highborne leading the Kaldorei Empire. She made a bargain with Sargeras and the Legion. She would bring Sargeras into the world of Azeroth, and they would do their due diligence thing, make the world perfect in her image. Make a queen of the world, pretty much. That was the deal. And Azshara, as we can see here, the Knight of Resistance was able to fight back. The Well of Eternity became incredibly unstable. The land of Kalimdor sounded apart, and here she is trying to hold that water back. Now, in the original story, she was in her palace, and she was being served by her handmaidens, and Lady Vash was there, and all that good stuff. But you can see that they definitely took some liberties with how the transformation took place. Which I could definitely appreciate. In the past, it was pretty vague. It was basically the darkness and the voices from the dark that offered her a bargain, and when the time comes right, you will serve as well, right? That was the bargain. So now we see that Azshara, who had the balls to make a deal with Sargeras, who had the balls to stand up to people of demons like McFerrin, of Manoroth even, Manoroth, and he was like, oh damn, she is pretty damn powerful, she could be on top tier level, right? And here she realizes that the old god N'Zoth has been watching her for thousands upon thousands of years, and they've also now confirmed that it was one old god rather than the three, as it was described in War of the Ancients. Now we know that it's N'Zoth and Azshara against the world, and N'Zoth has watched and seen her ambitions. He knows what she can do. He knows how powerful she is. So he tries to recruit her into his army. To which she's like, no, no, that's not going to happen. If I'm going to be serving, I'm going to be a queen. You are going to save not only me, but also my people. And we will get those days of the Black Empire back. And I love that shot. Those that have been sticking around, you might know how much I'm hoping to see the rebirth of the Black Empire take place in Battle for Azeroth. And the rebirth of the Black Empire is basically old gods breaking out of the world and rule the world once more. We have K'Vuun, we have Yogg-Saron, we have N'Zoth. Those three breaking out again, taking over. I would love to see that. And that's basically also portrayed in this video. You can see what the Black Empire was like. That shot that they used of N'Zoth displaying the Black Empire to Azshara, very reminiscent of that shot that they also used for the Warcraft Chronicles, in which they show the Black Empire. I think that the rest speaks pretty much for itself. I did found a thing that stood out for me was that the image used for N'Zoth to communicate with Azshara is a fish. And that might not seemingly seem that important because it's a fish, you know? He lives underwater. Why wouldn't he use a form of a fish? But we have the puzzle box of Yogg-Saron, and I'm just going to take 2 seconds to look up the whispers, or I should say the somewhat clues that we have from the puzzle box of Yogg-Saron. Because the puzzle box of Yogg-Saron has been an item in the game that you can get with archaeology, and it is something that has driven people quite mad. I'll link an article down below that you could check out all the little individual whispers for yourself. But it mentions a lot of ocean stuff, and it mentions a lot of fishy stuff. Like, at the bottom of the ocean, even light must die. And let's see here. The stars sweep chill currents that make men shiver in the dark. In the land of Ny'alotha, there's only sleep. In the sleeping city of Ny'alotha walk only mad things. Ny'alotha is a city of old, terrible, unnumbered crimes. It might actually be that the city that they displayed here was specifically Ny'alotha. The drowned god's heart is black ice. Have you had the dream again? A black goat with 7 eyes that watches from the outside. Ooh, how many eyes did they give Yogg-Saron? It's a bit difficult. 2, 4, 6, 7. Did they do that intentionally, you think? It's a bit difficult to freeze it at the right frame. It might also be a blur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then another shot shows way more eyes. But hey, worth a shot, right? Anyways, just a small thing anyways. Anyways. So a black goat with 7 eyes that watches from the outside. In the sunken city, he lives dreaming. The tortured spirit of your ancestors cling to you, screaming in silence. Apparently they are quite numerous. The fish know all the secrets. They know the cold. They know the dark. And there are a couple of more, but there are definitely connections between the fish to see N'Zoth and connections that they have apparently incorporated here in the Azshara short, which I find really cool. Like, really cool. So which one would I say was my favorite one so far? I think Old Soldier, even though it's not an official Warbringer episode, I think Old Soldier is my favorite. Followed by Daughter of the Sea. Followed by this one. And then followed by The Burning Hotel de Seal. Yeah. I think so. Maybe Burning Hotel de Seal before this one. I'm not entirely certain. I do very much love the artwork in this one though. Like, look at this, man. Oh, look at this. She's like, no. For I am Azshara. I am the light of lights. Not even an old god will grab me with his tentacles and make me his freaking slave. You will treat me for the queen that I am. And if you don't like it, you can just let me die. I did feel like they gave it a little bit of a spin to it, that she actually tried to save her people. Like, her intentions were not entirely selfish. Which, during the War of the Ancients, I mean, in her mind, it might not have been entirely selfish. In her mind, scouting the world of all imperfections and making it, to her dream, ideal, beautiful place, that might have been the best for all the people. But I always felt like it was very much for Azshara alone. Oh, man, this is so cool. Right, so that is my quick rundown of the Azshara Warbringer episode. Very beautiful. Precisely what I hoped it to be. We can actually see the transformation. Like, this has never been displayed in game. It was just, you know, Warcraft 3, we had a very minor scene. Oh, man, and the scope and the size of what N'Zoth is supposed to be like. Like, this is Azshara. And Azshara is already pretty damn large. And then they got like this... Oh, man. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Like a burning sun in the background. With her people now transformed into the Naga under the old god's sway. Look how huge it is. Cannot wait for the moment for Azshara and N'Zoth to pick up in the storyline. But of course, we first have Uldir to deal with. Yeah. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this up. I think I've been rambling on for long enough. Hope you enjoyed my little quick reaction rambling. And until next time, guys. See ya!